Hey plant fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jaclynn. This is my jungle, and if you're not new here, well, I just really appreciate you for coming back. So today I thought it would be fun if we went over some of my top favorite, what a lot of us call, long boys. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm like extra obsessed with like the real long skinny leaves. So even though I have lots and lots of long leaf boys in my collection, I really wanted to hone in and focus on those long skinny babes. So if you like the long boys like I do, you're definitely going to enjoy this video. Obviously I'm only covering plants that are in my collection and plants that are like large enough and mature enough for me to actually show you their leaf shape. I have so many more than the ones that I'm going to show you today, but I thought it would be fun to show you some of my favorites and chat about them. So I'm going to start with the Anthurium because I have three here that are very, very similar, and you guys let me know if you want me to do a video comparing and contrasting these three because I'm more than happy to do that. And the first one that I'm going to talk about is my favorite one out of the three, and that is the Anthurium pallidiflorum. So I just really love the kind of velvetyness to this one. I love the way that it grows. Obviously, this is the newest leaf out, and I'm just kind of obsessed with her. Out of all of my long leaf Anthurium, they'll get even longer than this. So I just gotta up-pot her probably because the roots are going crazy. And then I'm very confident that this is gonna size up and that this new leaf, it's working on a new leaf, is gonna be even bigger. If the new leaf doesn't come out bigger than this one, then that's another indication that I definitely need to up-pot it. So Anthurium pallidiflorum is the first one on my list today. She's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely easy to grow. I have not had any issues with her whatsoever. And I feel like this is a staple in anyone's collection because it's just super unique. The way that it grows, the way that it hangs. Most Anthurium don't hang like this, so I just really, really love her. But it is easy to get her confused with the other ones that look similar. So another stunner and a favorite in the Anthurium world is the Anthurium wendlingerii. So you can see they are very similar, but also different. This one's a little bit more shiny. And the thing about this one that people really like is that their inflows, their blooms actually come in spiraled. I'll leave a photo on screen for you guys so you can see that, and that is her newest leaf. You can definitely tell a difference in the leaf shape on these two, but they are very, very, very similar. This one is still my favorite, but I do enjoy this one as well. I kind of just like bought them all to see for myself what the differences were and which one I prefer, and so far the Pally is definitely my favorite, but there is a third type that looks very similar. Mine's a baby, so it's really hard to tell, but it is the Vitarifolium. So mine doesn't really have like super big long leaves yet, but it will get there. This is the variegated version of it. So I can't say yet necessarily what my favorite is of the three because this one's not quite big yet, but like I'm pretty sure it's the pallidiflorum. So those are the three main, I think most common of the long skinny leaf Anthurium. And if you guys want me to do a video comparing and contrasting these so that you don't have to buy all of them like I did and then decide which one you like the best, let me know in the comments below. I'm more than happy to go a little bit deeper into what makes these three plants different. I think I still like this one. Let me know in the comments below which one you prefer, but also this is like the nicest specimen of the three, I feel like, so it's not really like a fair fight. And while we're on the topic of Anthurium, it would not be right if I left out the Warocqueanum. So I don't have just like a regular Warocqueanum, and they do vary in leaf thickness, like how wide they are. So some are going to be a lot skinnier than others, but there is no guarantee essentially that your Warocqueanum or your Queen Anthurium is going to be like a long skinny one. So the one I do have though in my collection that is pretty long and skinny is the Anthurium Warocqueanum Esmeralda. It is just a slightly different variation, but you can see it has a lot of the same characteristics of the Warocqueanum, the Queen Anthurium. The veins are just like a little bit less pronounced on this one, but nevertheless, I still love her, and she is definitely still a long, skinny leaf. So if you're into that, this is definitely another option for you in the world of Anthurium. So if there are any that you suggest that I don't have here that are nice and long and skinny Anthurium, definitely let me know. Queen Esmeralda is what, number 4? We're on number 4 on my list of my favorite long boys, and she's got a new leaf popping. Okay, so time to hop to another genus, Philodendron, and there are so many, like so many long boy skinny leaves in the Philodendron world. I pretty much love all of them, I'm not gonna lie. I have a Spiritus Sancti, I have a, what is it, Patriciae gets like nice and long and skinny as well, if I'm looking at the correct plant. I think I am. I get Patricia and Sharon confused all the time. But there's lots and lots and lots of options for long, skinny leaves in the world of Philodendron. But my favorite, my top of all of the Philodendron is hands down the Philodendron bicolor. And I just absolutely love her. Look at how long and skinny this leaf is, and it gets its name Philodendron bicolor because the backs of the leaves are this deep maroon, purpley red color. So I absolutely love her. She's still a little bit on the pricey side, but you can definitely find one for way cheaper than you used to be able to. And I'm just obsessed with her. I think she's so cool looking. I love, love, love a skinny leaf. The only thing, my only gripe, what really grinds my gears about Philodendron is their growth pattern. So I don't love that all her leaves kind of face different directions and that I need to get her up on a pole to try and like get everything to kind of grow the way I want it. I think that's why I love the Anthurium so much, especially the Pallidiflorum, because it just naturally hangs really, really nicely. But if you're a Philodendron girly, you're definitely going to want to snag the bicolor. 10 out of 10 recommend. This is a really easygoing, easy growing Philodendron for me, and it's easy to propagate. I haven't had any issues rooting it, and I just really love her. So what's not to love? I mean, unless you absolutely hate a long skinny leaf, I'm not sure why you clicked on this video. But Philodendron bicolor, let me know in the comments below if you have this one. I just absolutely love her. And I have dwindled down my Philodendron collection quite a bit in the last year, so I really don't have that many, and I really love this one a lot. I also love a slightly thicker leaf. I have the Jerry Horn, the UPI, if you're into like a more weird shape with some lobes and such. There are so many options out there, but this is the only one that I put on the list today because it's my favorite, and it's definitely the longest and the skinniest, in my opinion, of any of the Philodendron that I have seen personally. If I am wrong, then definitely correct me. If there's something longer and skinnier out there in the world of Philodendron, let me know, because I want to buy it. So Philodendron bicolor is number, what, 4? 5. Number 5 on my list. Okay, so I have 2 more. Number 6 shouldn't be surprising because no matter how much I switch over, convert myself to an Anthurium girly, I am always going to be a Hoya head. I also have dwindled down my Hoya collection. It fits on just 3 shelves over there in the corner now, which is insane to me. Oh, I have a cabinet. I have a cabinet in the living room too, but I have dwindled down my Hoya collection quite a bit as well. So when I was looking through everything, I was like, it would be absurd for me to not include this one on the list of long skinny boys. It is one of my favorite Hoya, just like period. Ignore, she's like sticky sappy. Just ignore it. It's not supposed to be that shiny. This is one of my Hoya Clemenciorum. This is my largest one here, so I wanted to show you this like sticky, sappy, I don't know why she's so sappy, leaf. I need a cleaner. So Hoya Clemenciorum, there's a few different varieties of Clemenciorum. I have a couple of different ones, like I said, but you really just can't go wrong with this one. The veins on it are very, very cool. So it would not be right for me to not put this one on the list. Granted, I have lots of other Hoya that have long, skinny leaves, but this one is my favorite, so I had to show her to you. The only reason why I showed you all of the Anthurium with long skinny leaves is because they all look pretty similar, so it's kind of hard for me to choose between them, but it's not a hard choice between the Clemenciorum and some of my other longer skinny leaf babes like the Archibaldiana, Tangamus, species Tangamus. I have lots of other long leaf babes, but the Clemenciorum takes the cake as the best one in my personal opinion. Let me know if you agree in the comments below. Obviously, I'm always down to argue about why this one's better than all of the rest. So if you don't have a Hoya Clem in your collection yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. It's a slower grower for sure, especially if you get it as a cutting, but it's definitely worth it in my honest opinion. And they're not supposed to be that shiny. This is a more accurate depiction of the plant. Those ones are shiny because they're sappy. Shiny. Okay. Anyways, that's number 6 on my list today. I'm in a weird mood. Okay, so number 7 is the last one. Last, but definitely not least, and probably the most surprising because I complain about these plants quite a bit, and I swore for a while that I wasn't going to buy them anymore, but this one is my favorite. Like, just in the whole entire genus, like, this is my favorite one, and it's probably because I'm a sucker for a long boy, a daggery leaf. Like, you really can't go wrong. And as much as I love a dark daggery leaf, like these ones you see behind me, I also love a silver leaf. I will never not love silver plants, and that is why the alocasia heterophylla, aka Dragon's Breath, is number 7 on my list of favorite long boys. And the reason why I put this one on my list is just because the leaves, okay, are stunning, first of all. Look at them. And second of all, they get huge. These can get double, triple the size of this. And I just love the look of this alocasia. I think it is such a cool plant. This is the newest leaf out on it, and you can see that beautiful silver coloring, those dark green veins, and just how long and daggery she is. So again, alocasia heterophylla, aka Dragon's Breath. And I do actually have one of these in my shop. I have a couple of different alocasia available. If you guys are looking for one, definitely come hang out over on Palm Street if you're looking to hang out and buy some plants from me. And yeah, I had to put her on the list, so it might be pretty surprising for some of you that I actually put an alocasia on my list, but they're growing on me. I have a couple that are doing really well, and I'm hoping that I can keep this one healthy and happy. I'm gonna have to put it in a self-watering pot eventually, and that it's gonna grow and get really, really big for us because it is an absolutely stunning plant, especially when these leaves get even longer. So again, let me know in the comments below if you have this one, if you have a different alocasia that's your favorite, but I would say that this is definitely my long leaf go-to for alocasia, as well as the other genre that we've covered here today. So let me know what your favorite is. I just thought it would be really fun for me to show you guys some of my favorite long boys across different genre, different types of plants, and see if you guys agree. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, you should definitely give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss anything from me in the future. If you have any suggestions for videos that you want to see from me, definitely leave them in the comments below. I've been on like a creative like dry spell. I go through periods where I have all the ideas in the world of videos for you guys, and then periods where I just, for the life of me, cannot think of anything. So today I thought it would be really fun to show you some of my collection and some of my favorite long skinny leaves. So let me know what your favorite long boys are in the comments below. Do you have any of the plants that I showed here today? Do you agree with my favorites? Do you disagree? Let's talk about it. So I love you guys so very much. If you watched this whole entire video, leave me some, is there a dragon? Is there a dragon emoji? If there is, you should leave it in honor of the dragon's breath. I love you guys though, and I hope you're having a great day. Don't forget to spread your kindness. Don't forget to stay hydrated, fam. Very important going into winter. And I hope that I see you guys in the next one.